how did you guys actually get here? Like what?
It's a really long
heard
story.
of you? Do you have an agent?
Dave's
Tell us
story?
about that.
Oh yeah. Well, you started, bro. Go. Yeah.
It's a long one. So when we first started Sun City, going back several years ago, we had like a demo that we put on MySpace or something at the time, whatever that was the thing, I think.
No, what's happening to MySpace?
Yeah. And we got an email from a fella saying, "Oh, like, do you have any more? I'd love to hear more of your music." And we go, "Who's this guy?" And anyway, some time passed, and we ended up getting in contact with him, and it was a guy that used to be the A&R director for Sony BMG in South Africa, Dave Thompson, an Idol judge, I believe. And he'd retired and moved to Perth, and he just really enjoyed what we were doing, and by complete luck, he only stumbled upon us because we were called Sun City, and he thought that was odd. And he gave us the support we needed to really get going, and he's helped us a lot along the way. And then we've got a South African tour manager, I guess, that we know from Perth, who's come out here, and he's been really supportive of everything that we've done as well. And so I guess we've got a really good team on the ground here in South Africa that have been pushing us, and we've been getting some good radio play. We had DJ Fresh do some stuff for us last month, I think, on 5FM, and we've done some live radio stuff here. So yeah, it's very strange. We never thought that we'd end up in South Africa of all places, but we're super glad that we have been able to have the opportunity to come here.
Good stuff. Dan, tell me, from what you experienced at the Electric Vines, what do you think of the South African music scene? I guess that's probably only just a small sort of snapshot of some of the acts and talent that we have here.
Yeah, man.
What kind of impression did it make, and I mean, how would you compare it to the scene back home?
Oh, the scene back home. Well, most of the bands that we watched that second day, I didn't really catch much of the first day, but the second day, they're all the big rock acts, and we grew up in rock bands, like even through high school and stuff. So it's good to get amongst that kind of sound again, because now it's just a lot of electronic stuff these days. But comparing it to back home, where do I go with this? I'm stuck. Toby?
Yeah.
What did you think?
Oh man, I guess a lot of the festivals that we play at back home now are probably certainly more electronic music festivals, and primarily like dance music.
Yeah.
And there haven't been a lot of like festivals lately with like a really good mix,
Yeah.
different genres. So it was really cool to be able to, I guess, see that cross-genre mix at Electric Vines, because it sort of caters for everybody's music taste. And I get the feeling that here in South Africa, there's a really broad taste in music, and the quality of acts across different genres is really, really strong.
Yeah, they're slick.
So I guess being able to see that was awesome. And I'm sure there's heaps of awesome like rock bands and amazing multi-instrumentalists back home, but to see that on stage here was something that we probably aren't really exposed to back home doing what we do. So that was awesome.
Yeah. So I think in the South African music scene, like there definitely is a lot of talent, but we do seem to struggle to sort of get a lot of them to go international.
Yeah.
Which Australia, I mean, you guys have got some seriously good exports over the years, mainly rock bands.
Yeah.
But we sort of seem to be playing catch up in that regard.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why. It's probably a financial thing, but I mean, there's very few South African rock bands seem to make it big abroad.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you have any idea why that might be?
No, I mean, from what we've seen, the South African music scene itself, like the music industry, seems pretty big here, and I don't know if that's maybe because of population here. It's huge compared to Australia. So I guess in Australia is not a big. Well, it's a big continent, but by population, it's not huge. So the industry is a lot smaller, I would imagine. So we seek to go abroad eventually.
Yeah.
Whereas in South Africa, maybe it is such a big industry here.
Yeah, I was talking to the dudes from Gangs of Ballet, and they said there's enough work to like play the whole year round.
Really?
For them, yeah. They don't even have to leave.
But in South Africa.
In South Africa,
just
yeah.
Purely.
So that's their full-time job. So.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah. But back home, like, you might be lucky, maybe 3 or 4 solid weeks, maybe, if you're going to do like a huge,
big tour.
huge run.
Yeah, because there's only 4 or 5 big cities, and then you're sort of running out of steam. You got to go back to the studio, write another record, and it's for us to tour abroad. I mean, South Africa, it took us 34 hours or something to get here. We had to go via Dubai and to get to Cape Town. It was a long way to go.
And did you guys have to play straight away with jet lag and?
We got in at about 10 o'clock at night on the first festival, and everybody's dancing and having a great time, and we were just sort of really out of it. And went to sleep, woke up, and they threw us out of an aeroplane, and then we then we went and played the festival that night. But it's a long way to come. So guys coming out of Australia, I think it's a really big deal for them to go and tour Europe or the States. A lot of guys are doing the States at the moment, but we've got pretty similar music scene. I think my understanding is to the States. What do you think?
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Besides theirs being 10 times as big.
Oh yeah, at least.